Lagos State is expanding its transportation network with another key project to boost socio-economic activities in the state. The state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the federal government for a 68-kilometre rail line connecting the Lekki Free Trade Zone to Marina. Now, according to the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga, the rail line, which will crisscross Victoria Island, Lekki and Ajah, is expected to improve connectivity, ease movement and boost economic activities in critical areas of Lagos. Now, Lagos State and the federal government signing a memorandum of understanding on the rail project. For Lagos now, what are the economic impacts, Lagos stands to benefit with this one?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Because if you look at even the blue line, that was completed, the people living in that axis will tell you what they are benefiting. It's reduced the time that you spend on the road, by more than almost 1 or 2 hours.
True.
And then now that even commercial operations has even started on the rail line, the red line, okay, because that red line, maybe if it has been connected to Marina, because that's the only one that is left from Oyingbo, they are supposed to connect to National Theatre,
okay,
so that anybody that wants to buy tickets can buy from Agbado straight to Marina. But now you have to come down at Oyingbo, okay, and then you start looking for how you get to, okay, to the train station, either in National Theatre and then come to Marina. That is the only difference. If they connect it, the connectivity will be wonderful, because when you go abroad, that is what happens. Instead of you going down or looking for another bus to connect you to another, it's just for you to pass through the train station, you move into the other side, and then from here. So just imagine if you are going to Ajah, okay, and you stay in Alagbado, what you just do is just to take the train.
Just one trip.
Just one trip straight to Ajah. You cut off all the traffic that you want to enter, the number of hours that you understand. And in less than 1 hour, you're already in Ajah. You're going back, you do the same trip without stress. You're just sleeping and then waking up. Then the next thing, the same thing, do your business and you go back. So if this is completed, Lagos is just going to be like a circle for so many, because even they are also planning the purple line. After this green, there will be purple.
Yeah, there will be.
So that purple is from Redeem Camp down to Agbado. Down to Agbado. So just imagine having the rail line that is like that, circling the whole of Lagos. Life will be very, very easy for Lagosians, because right now you can spend 2 hours. Imagine a small truck or a small car, a little accident on Third Mainland, you can spend 2 or 3 hours.
Exactly.
But once you are on the train, there is no traffic. You are going straight.
And it's also very comfortable too.
Very, very, very comfortable.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, you look at Lagos, especially under this administration, you will see a massive, investment in the area of transportation, especially in the infrastructure. You will recall that Lagos made don't let me say a mistake, there was a small issue around, I think for about 4 years. I'm talking about rail, transport during Ambode. Yeah, but by the time this governor came into office, you will look at the frenetic pace of, investment, in the infrastructure. This governor, you will see strategic thinking about multimodal, transport system. When you look at the investment in the water transport, it's massive. Of course, people hardly talk about that, but a lot is happening in that one too. Now, when you connect this with the railway, they are doing, especially this one, look at the investment, on the island now. By the time you complete, it's a 68-kilometer. That's a long stretch.
Very.
Connecting the free trade zone, Lekki, VI, Ajah, and that's going to determine. You're going to redefine, the way people transact business.
Exactly.
Commuting will become something comfortable. Apart from the fact that it shortens, the time. You will love to move around,
Exactly.
and that's not what
Comfort as
people.
well.
That's what people want anyway. So by the time you are able to boost, commuting experience of people, it will reflect in economic activities.
Exactly.
And it means Lagos can only get better, because by the time you reduce the stress on the roads, no matter what they can do, there's a limit to what you can do on the roads, because the space is not there. But you can utilize other forms of
transportation.
Yes, the water thing is naturally there. So just investment in that aspect, and they are doing a lot.
Okay.
You see many people from Kurudu, they find themselves in Lekki proper, Ajah.
So in other words,
so now
yes,
the state government has been doing all of this. You need the partnership of the federal government. Now, with the federal government coming to say, "Oh, let's partner, let's support you,"
it goes a long way.
It is, in fact, it means everything. It changes everything, because by the time they complete all of this, we're talking about a Lagos, not just like the old Lagos. We know what's happening here. People will be wondering, is this part of Nigeria?
but one step at a time, the Lagos State Governor is fulfilling the promises it made to the people, made to Lagosians. Blue line delivered.
Yes.
Red line delivered.
Yeah. And
MOU signed.
Faces, so.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the blue line is not completed.
MOU signed, but just like Oliver Twist. More to come.
Yes, because we need this to happen. Just imagine if they have the purple line, in place. Okay, and thankfully, the federal government is backing this, because the counterpart funding has been, is now down. So it means that
also speed up.
It's in this year's budget.
This year's budget already. You
Exactly.
understand? So
it's way total.
It means that the federal government really wants this to happen, so that Lagos becomes like New York, becomes like London, that everybody, because it's very sad to see a big city like Lagos, they don't have, a rail system that is across, just like in other cities of the world. You understand? But now, I think the federal government is looking at it. Okay, fine. We want to support you because we are seeing the good things that you have done in the past with your own money.
Yes.
Because the blue line, the red line is with Lagos State money. But now, federal government now wants to support, to give that support. Meaning that if other state governors also have this idea, federal government will also support. You understand? So, it's a very, very laudable idea. And I thank the governor for not shifting ground. Because he's looking at it, okay, fine. The blue line has been there. I've done the red line. Let's go with the purple.
Yes.
Thankfully, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, perhaps that is where they will use. Because, there's a space for trade.
For real, exactly.
So perhaps that is where they will use, that it goes straight to the free trade zone. So it's like Lagos is now carving a niche for itself, following the developmental plan that they have already set in place.
Yes.
So it
the
is,
master plan.
No, that master plan, I think, is working out, and nobody is deviating from it.
Sure.
So that makes a lot of sense. I think with this, the governor should be proud of what he has done so far. Yes, it might take maybe 2-3 days, in the next couple of years, it might be out, but I hope the person who will be coming after him
will
continue.
Stopped.
You understand? Because continuity is key. Because Lagos State and Lagos residents will want somebody who will come and not deviate. Because they are enjoying it. Look at the people going from using the blue line today. They are always in a hurry. Once it's 4 o'clock, you see the whole train station is filled with people who are working in Marina. They want to go to Okokomai.
The comfort you get.
Yes, it is. At least some of us, if you remember the era of, the Mulwes, the chaotic, nature of Lagos at that time, And movement around Lagos is something. It was something as there.
Exactly.
So with this, maybe the next 20 years.
No, Lagos would have changed in the next 20 years.
Who didn't witness Lagos maybe 20, 30 years ago, if they witness Lagos in the next 20 years, they will just be wondering that, are we in Nigeria? Is this Nigeria?
Okay. All right, gentlemen.
Don't tell me you're still waiting for someone to push you to buy property in Lagos State. You have seen a lot of development coming into Lagos. Epe, Ijebu-Lekki, Ajah, Lekki, Ibeju-Lekki, Itokin, Ikorodu. Come on. Why not buy now and keep? Because these properties we are seeing selling now will sell 10 times by the year 2030. Now, if you cannot buy into these properties that are worth 10 million, 20, 30, 40, 100, why not buy into properties that were 5 million, 3 million, 2.5, 1 million, 900K and buy it as land banking? Yes, you can call us. We have all these properties available at Ikorodu, at Itokin, at Ijebu-Lekki, at Epe, at Ibeju-Lekki. You can get good properties that you can use for commercial purposes. You can get properties that you can use for residential purposes. Yes, buy this property now and wait and see what you are going to sell it in the next 5 to 10 years. Lagos is becoming that mega city that we all hope to have. And you cannot fold your hands and watch it happen without having any investment that you can call your own, or any investment that can work for you while you wait. Guys, call us now.